The royal world is absolutely shaking, and honestly, I don't think anyone was ready for this level of drama. You know when the royal rumor mill starts spinning so fast you can practically hear it? Yeah, that's where we are right now. Because apparently, Meghan Markle, yes, Meghan, I will never stop. Surprising you, Markle is allegedly preparing to sue none other than Prince William. Why? Because she's terrified he's about to snatch away her precious Duchess of Sussex title the minute he becomes king. The idea alone sounds wild, but with Meghan, it suddenly feels a lot less shocking.
Read that headline correctly, and this is in the mainstream media. This isn't some type of rumor in Megxit. Meghan is going to sue Prince William to keep her Sussex title?
What is Meghan Markle thinking? How this woman is completely unraveling? Because now she doesn't get that a royal title, it is not property. She's now threatening to sue Prince William if he dares take away.
Where would you sue him? That's stupid. She's allegedly panicked and defiant over fears Prince William will move to strip her Duchess title. Well, if you're panicked, it's because you know you deserve it.
Reports say she's gearing up to take legal action. Legal action against the future King of England. Who does that? Oh, right, Meghan does. And the way insiders describe it, she's not just thinking about it. She's planning it. She's strategizing. She's already imagining how she'll walk into that courtroom. Because to her, that Duchess title isn't a decoration. It's her brand, her shield, her access card into every room she wants to walk into.
Where? This doesn't make any logistical sense. Are you going to sue him in American court?
Apparently, whispers from inside the palace claim William is serious about modernizing the monarchy. He's watched how his father, King Charles, handled Prince Andrew's situation. And it seems that entire ordeal sent shockwaves straight from Buckingham Palace all the way across the Atlantic, landing right inside Meghan's Montecito mansion. And once that rumor reached her, panic mode activated instantly.
And second, she doesn't get, like millions of people around the world, they don't get that the title does not belong to Meghan Markle. All royal titles belong to the monarchy.
The moment Meghan heard that the royal family was tightening things up, insiders say she absolutely spiraled. Meghan doesn't just panic, she plots, she prepares, she calculates her next move like someone playing high-stakes chess. To her, losing that Duchess title isn't just a royal downgrade. It's a financial earthquake. It's a personal blow. It's her entire identity being ripped apart, and she won't let that happen quietly.
There's no such thing as an international court. Are you going to sue him in British court? I mean, I get it, right? Obviously, because the lawsuit is the only power that she has. She's a nobody.
Because inside that gorgeous sun-soaked California mansion, Meghan has reportedly been restless and pacing for weeks. She knows exactly what's at stake. She knows what losing that title means, not just for her image, but for everything she's built since leaving the palace. That title isn't a label, it's her lifeline. It's what separates her from every other Hollywood influencer trying to start a lifestyle brand. And she's painfully aware of it.
She is not a blood royal, so herself, she's not titled. People keep calling her Duchess Meghan, putting the title before the name. That only applies to blood royals. Just like she falsely claimed that her last name is Sussex, it's not. Well, in all this quagmire that is Meghan Markle ignorant.
Let's be brutally honest. Since leaving the royal family, Meghan's completed in stage formation. Entire identity in the public eye has revolved around being the Duchess of Sussex. Every headline uses it, every magazine cover leans on it, every brand deal subtly whispers it. Without it, the shine fades. The excitement dims. Suddenly, she becomes Meghan Markle, former actress, and that's not the version she wants the world to remember.
That she has, she's a nobody. But it doesn't make any, real world actual sense.
And just look at her business. Her new lifestyle company didn't launch as Ever by Meghan. Oh no. It was As Ever by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. She made sure that title was loud and clear, front and center in big letters, because she knows it gives her instant global status. It gives her products perceived value. That title is the magic dust sprinkled over everything she touches. Without the title, a huge part of her brand's power evaporates. Every deal, every cover shoot, every podcast appearance, everything depends on her royal association. And Meghan is very aware that if William decides to pull the plug on it, her entire empire could suffer a brutal blow. And that fear, it's real. It's eating at her every single day. Sources say Meghan believes she's next in line for royal reckoning after how she publicly criticized the communique on the second's monarchy. After how she monetized her title, she knows they're looking her way. And this isn't about tradition or heritage. This is about business. Meghan's fame, her power, and her influence are tied directly to being a duchess. The title gives her credibility she could never buy on her own, and she's terrified of losing it. Before the palace, she was an actress. After the palace, she became a brand. That transformation came from the title. That word Duchess turned her from Hollywood background noise into global royalty. It opened doors to elite events, luxury partnerships, and massive sponsorships. Without it, the invites wouldn't hit the same. The brands wouldn't chase her the same way. The spotlight wouldn't burn as bright. So when whispers floated to Montecito saying William plans to set things right, Meghan heard something very different. She heard, "Your empire is in." And she is not taking that lying down. Insiders say she's been pacing around saying, "No one is taking my duchess away," over and over, as if repeating it makes it law. Meanwhile, William, calm, controlled, focused on the long-term health of the monarchy. He's seen how the Sussexes turned royal privilege into a profitable business model. Netflix deals, podcasts, interviews, media branding. He thinks enough is enough. And honestly, he's been patient for years. Too patient, some insiders say. William reportedly believes titles should be reserved for royals who actually serve the crown, not those who use them for commercial gain. And in his eyes, Harry and Meghan fit that category perfectly. To him, the monarchy's image matters more than the feelings of two ex-working royals living across the world. While Meghan spirals into full defense mode, William quietly prepares for the day he takes the throne. No noise, no drama, just strategy. And that's exactly what scares Meghan, because deep down, she knows William is not bluffing. Once he becomes king, he can legally remove their titles with a signature. One royal decree, one letter's patent, gone, and she can't stop it. Which is why her alleged plan to sue him suddenly doesn't sound so far-fetched. Not because she thinks she'll win, everyone knows you can't sue a king in a California court, but because the act of suing would create a global spectacle, a narrative, a moment. Meghan thrives on moments. She knows she can't drag a future king to court, but she also knows the headlines would be enormous. Meghan Markle stands up to the monarchy. Duchess fights for her identity. That alone is the power play. Meghan understands the media. She knows how to spin outrage into strength. A lawsuit, even a doomed one, would let her look defiant, independent, wronged. A woman fighting for her dignity against centuries of royal power. She knows exactly how to frame it. And on the other side, William is watching all of this unfold and refusing to budge. He's thinking about the monarchy 50 years from now, how it should look, how it should function, and how it should avoid becoming a circus. He doesn't want the institution associated with Netflix contracts and Hollywood drama. Meghan, meanwhile, is clinging to the last thread that ties her to royal prestige. Because without that title, she fears becoming irrelevant in Hollywood again, and that prospect is terrifying to her. Insiders say she's calling lawyers, holding strategy meetings, whispering on private phone calls, preparing for a showdown. And even though legally it may go nowhere, emotionally, it's huge. Because to Meghan, this isn't just a royal dispute, it's a fight for her identity. Her critics call her hypocritical for desperately holding on to a title she claims to reject. But in Meghan's mind, this isn't about the monarchy she criticized. It's about keeping the highest peak she ever reached, about not letting that spotlight fade. And while she ramps up the drama in Montecito, royal circles say the tension with William is reaching a breaking point. He's reportedly exhausted by the constant headlines, the interviews, the drama. He believes the monarchy's reputation has been dragged through enough mud already. The sad part, despite all the bitterness, William and Harry are still brothers, and removing the titles would cut off Harry's last royal connection. Doing that could break William emotionally, but he's ready to do it because duty now outweighs personal pain. Meghan's fight is about control. Her entire post-royal life has been about reclaiming her narrative. Every documentary, every interview, every podcast, each one was about shaping how the world sees her. So the idea of losing her title feels like losing her superpower. Without it, she's just another lifestyle influencer in Los Angeles. Another celebrity with a microphone and a dream, which is why she might go through with the lawsuit even if it goes nowhere. Because the noise itself is power, the spectacle is influence, the attention is currency. And Meghan knows how to stay in the headlines better than anyone. William, meanwhile, is planning a monarchy that's smaller, quieter, more professional. The era of royals turning their titles into brands, he wants that gone. And the minute he becomes king, he may act. If Meghan truly files this lawsuit, it will become one of the most dramatic royal moments in modern history. A duchess trying to legally challenge a king. The symbolism alone is explosive, but the outcome is inevitable. Once William is king, his decree is final. Meghan can fight, she can shout, she can launch statements, but she can't stop the monarchy's decisions. And maybe that's what she fears most. Because once that title is gone, the fairy tale ends. She becomes Meghan Markle again. And she knows the world has already moved on from that version. She built her empire on royalty. Losing it means rebuilding her identity from the ground up. And that's the one thing she's terrified to face. So here we are, a future king preparing for dignified reform, a duchess preparing for a dramatic public war. One side quiet, one side loud, one side committed to duty, the other committed to survival. And as William's reign inches closer, the countdown to this royal showdown begins. No matter how it ends, this story will go down as one of the most dramatic chapters in royal history. Because Meghan may not be able to stop the monarchy, but she will absolutely make sure the world hears her scream on the way down. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Even though Meghan knows she can't legally corner a future king, she still believes she holds the upper hand in one powerful place, the court of public opinion. She's done it before. Every time she's been doubted, criticized, or questioned, she's flipped the narrative and walked away with even more attention than before. And this time, the stakes are higher, the spotlight is hotter, and she knows the worldwide buzz will explode the moment she even hints at legal action. Imagine the headlines. Imagine the interviews. Imagine the documentaries that would spring up overnight. Meghan Markle versus King William. Hollywood would feast on it. Talk shows would milk it for months. And Meghan, knowing how media operates, would be right at the center of the storm, turning every lightning bolt into a moment of empowerment. Because for her, power isn't about the title alone, it's about the attention that title brings. Meanwhile, William isn't moving an inch. Insiders say he's preparing for a future where every royal title actually means something again: service, dignity, duty. And in that vision, there's no room for royals who brand themselves like celebrities. No room for royal titles tied to sponsorship deals or PR strategies. William wants a monarchy that stands above the noise, not swims in it. And that's exactly where the real clash lies. Meghan thrives on noise, and William is determined to silence it. But here's the emotional gut punch. This isn't just royal politics. This is personal. For Meghan, losing the title feels like losing her narrative. For William, keeping the title in her hands feels like losing control of the monarchy's reputation. Two very different worlds colliding. And while the palace remains silent behind its centuries-old walls, Montecito is buzzing with tension. Meghan won't back down. Even if the lawsuit fails, even if the monarchy moves forward without her, she will make sure her side of the story is heard loud, clear, and unapologetically dramatic. Because in Meghan's world, silence is defeat, and she refuses to lose quietly.